Well, really, two storylines. Really, they jumped on us the first 3 innings. They mugged us basically. I mean, 8 hits. We didn't have any hits. They had 4 runs. They did a great job against Nick, and then the game kind of turned. We had a couple breaks. The fly ball was clearly a break. He lost the ball in the sky. That's a tough sky at that time of night. 3-run triple. And then we got the ground ball to hit the short with the base loaded. Wasn't hit hard. We got a break there. And then we had the base loaded walk. So, but at the same time, I think they had 1 hit, after the 4th or 5th inning. So I think that shows you how strong our bullpen is. And the resiliency of Nick coming back, getting hit around pretty good, and then throwing up a 0 in the 5th and a 0 in the 6th, and that's why he is who he is, because he's a winner, he's an experienced guy, and he kept battling. So you got to give. There's a lot of storylines tonight, and we were fortunate to win, but we did a good job the last 5 innings of really winning those innings, and that was the difference in the game, because they're very, very competitive. They're very well coached, and we dodged one because they handled us for the first 3 or 4 innings, and the left-hander did a good job. He handled us for the first 5, but it's that's why it's a 9-inning game.
Kevin, when you hit that ball, what did you think?
When I hit it, I thought I just got under it a little bit. And I looked up, and I had a tough time seeing it, and realized that he couldn't see it anywhere, either. So I got on my horse and got to 3rd.
Nick, what was it like fighting through first few and then settling down? Once they tied it up and handing it off to the game.
Cal Poly battled me pretty well. They were aggressive early, and exactly what scouting report said, and. They had some good at-bats against me. I made some mistakes early, and they hit it. So, credit to them. But, it was huge that 5th inning, our hitters coming through, battling. Started with Cody's at-bat, and he struck out, but it was still a quality at-bat. And then I think it was Brent and Pat got 2 good hits. And, credit to the left-hander, but our offense did a good job, battled, and really gave me a chance. So.
Were you kind of re-energized by that?
Yeah, when you see your hitters and your defense competing for you, it makes you want to compete even more. So, it was huge. Gave me a little bit extra juice in me, and gave it all I got the 6th inning. So,
John, can you talk about what you saw change in Nick?
From the early innings to
from the last.
It's baseball. You go out there enough, you're just not going to go out and dominate all the time. It's wasn't quite his night, but there's a lot of wins at the major league level that those guys go 5 or 6 innings and grind it out, and that's what this was tonight. So you got to credit him for surviving those, and you got to credit our bullpen for shutting it down. So just location, I would say, better location, a little more aggressive. Like I said, I thought they really did a nice job of. They get the base hit to lead off the game. They go hit and run. It's 1st and 3rd before you blink an eye. So they were the more aggressive team early on, and he made that adjustment, I think, later on, and kind of used it to his advantage a little bit.
And see James come in there and do what he did tonight. He's done it all year. Did he have any learning curve at all coming out of high school into this?
Well, he's, I think anybody can see this guy's as talented as we have, and he's going to, we look for him to be a starter next season, and he's going out to the Cape Cod this summer to start, and he started his whole career at Beckman, and so very, very talented. But we have good arms. We have good arms out of the bullpen. We feel one of our strengths is our bullpen, and I think you saw that tonight. So he was exceptional tonight.
John, how close did you think about pulling Nick, or were you pretty confident that he would be able to just get through those innings?
That's maybe the best question of the night. A couple times. It was, runs are hard to come by in the postseason, and if they would have got to 5 or 6, you would have seen somebody else. But I have a ton of faith in Nick, a ton of trust. I had a feeling that he was going to, throw a couple zeros up, and he did. So I just seen it too many times. When you're around somebody for as long as I have around Nick, you can just you trust, and he's a preparation guy, and he deserves it. He deserves to pitch out of that. So it was close a couple times, but to his credit, he kept on making pitches.
Nick, it seemed like you buried a lot of pitches in the dirt. Was that part of the game plan, or were you just struggling with your control of your breaking ball?
Yeah, it was a little struggle with control. Got excited on a couple of pitches, rushed my front side, and kind of made an adjustment towards the end. Got more comfortable, I feel, in the 5th and 6th. So yeah, I think I was just really excited in the first inning. So.
Did you bring Shane a couple of ice packs after the game?
No, Shane did a great job, just like he's done all year, and very thankful that he bodied up those balls. So.
And Kevin, Emhoff said that he thought he was tipping his pitches. Was there something that you guys saw when y'all came up in the 5th inning?
No, that would have been nice, but no, we didn't. We didn't have any tip pitches or any verbals or anything. Just tried to compete at the plate, and luckily we came out with one.
Were you surprised at all that they went with Riley that early? Were you surprised to see their closer in the 5th inning when you came up?
I mean, it's playoff baseball, so you throw who you got to throw, you pinch hit who you got to pinch hit, and you got to run. And I mean, the guy throws hard, so I trust him, so not really anything can happen.
Any more questions?
Nick, how much of a luxury is it when you turn the ball over, knowing that you got James with a power arm, then you got David coming in, you got Weiss and everybody else on the back end?
I mean, it's huge. Like Coach said, our bullpen's our strength, and whenever I give the ball over to the bullpen, I feel 100% confident that they're going to either get me out of the inning or put up zeros. So I mean, it's huge. It's been like that all year, and it was like that last year too. So.